And that's why you should use Preparation H for that, John. So, welcome to the show. We're live. John, we're live.
Are we live?
We're live right now. We're live
God. Oh, my God.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show, episode 4, recap show. Hello. I don't know. That was my song that I was going for, John.
Hello, everybody. Let's go.
Let's go to the show. Let's go. Welcome, everyone. It's our Big Brother 23 after show recap. I was so inspired by the feedback of the last show, where I forgot to tell you, John. There was some people who said, please tell John not to have a drink with ice and a metal straw next time, to which I said, I will do no such thing, but what I will do is join John with an alcoholic beverage with no ice and no straw. Bottoms up.
That was the Brent show.
Yet, John, I'm joining you with a refreshing Thursday cocktail.
And I have iced tea because I'm ready to spill and talk the tea.
We're going to get these lined up one time. My drink's pink because I'm gay.
All right.
Low-key, probably half those people in that house after this show. But first, let me remind all of you that wherever you guys are watching, make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe. It's a great way to support John and myself and these shows. So make sure you follow us on all your favorite social medias and share the shows. Let people know that we're live now, or when you make it to the end of the show, if you think someone might enjoy it, share it at the end. Of course, if you have questions for us at any time, you can tweet us them with hashtag YRRLive or leave them in the chats wherever you guys are watching. We are officially, John, the people wanted it, so we are officially broadcasting these now live on the Twitter, the Twitch, the Facebook, the YouTubes, the YouNows, the all overs, Pinterest, MySpace,
Pornhub.
Look, I would stream to Pornhub in a second. Those people got money. They're willing to spend it.
Well, I mean, I think Travis, if all of the negotiations from the back of the truck don't work out.
My dear Lord. Well, I am so excited for this week, John. We have a lot of fun things coming up for people this weekend. Of course, tomorrow we're going to start the live feed update shows. So if you guys want to know all the little minutia that you guys missed from this HOH and NOMS, I will be discussing all of that with you guys tomorrow afternoon. Of course, we'll have Travis on to come and talk about his experience in the Big Brother house. And I know a lot of you have been asking about us having Christine on, the one that got the COVIDs, and couldn't be on, where I'm cutting through that red tape.
Oh my gosh, really?
There's a lot of red tape to get to her, but I'm trying. And now lastly, I know that I told you guys yesterday we were going to have a guest for tonight and that I was talking to a few people. Well, John, before we get into all of tonight's, fun, today I woke up at my 6 a.m. like I always do. And by the time it got to like 10 a.m., I was like, gosh, I'm tired. I'm going to take a quick power nap. I set my little alarm, yada, yada, yada. I woke up at 3 in the afternoon and everyone was looking for me for 3 hours and thought, that means we're not doing a show tonight, I guess. So I had a sleeping snafu, John. And that's why we don't have a guest.
Well, you know what? I mean, I love a good guest. Brent was a great guest.
Yeah.
You got to listen to your body. Your body's saying it needs a little rest. So you know what? We're here now. It's just us.
And I don't have to be nice when there's not a guest. Like I can share my sincere. I can
really?
Go ragey Eric.
I didn't realize you were being nice with the guests.
I am. That's a more filtered me. I'm trying to be like put my best foot forward.
Foot forward. Oh,
Okay, so let's get into it, John. I want to talk about tonight because there was a lot happening
a lot,
tonight
a lot.
that we need to talk about. And I know people want
Mhm.
our opinions as we are kicking off a new week. So, where are we starting?
I mean, we're starting after the veto meeting. We know that
Yep.
Derek X, saved Kai, which was fantastic. Poor Travis was put on the block. Like I was talking last night in the show, if anyone was going to leave, it should be Travis. You know what I mean? He's just not in a lot of alliances. Like I was saying that, it's shocking that I know everybody's name so soon.
Yeah.
Like it usually takes me a while. But every time I think of Travis, I have to what? Who was that again? So, if he's making that mark on me, I'm sure it's probably like that in the house. The feeds that I'm watching, I'm not seeing a whole lot out of him either. So yeah. So we
I
saw Alyssa go ahead.
I was going to say, I think one of the funnier moments
Mm-hmm.
to start the show was right at the beginning with Julie. Julie did not hold back, just dragging Frenchie. She was like, "Welcome to Big Brother. And tonight we're looking at Frenchie's stupid HOH. We've never had a bigger moron make more problems for us in production on the first night of being in power ever. This moron nominated the whole house. There's no way we could show you all of it, but just trust me. Big dildo. Anyway, let's see what's happening in the house now."
And just to remind everybody, I gave him a shot at another week of safety and he didn't take it.
He didn't take it, and that's why I now hate his guts.
And I'll do this until he's out of the house.
And then I will not hug him or touch him in any way, even though we've all been vaccinated and we're
Right.
making up our weird COVID rules.
Thanks, COVID.
I mean, they're all vaccinated. I'm confused as to why they still can't touch.
I think she's 6 feet away from Les, her husband. I think she's in the house just like, oh, air hugs, air kisses.
America, we implemented the 6-foot rule last season, and I realized I don't like being near anyone, so we're keeping it in place. Don't touch me. You probably have an STD, Travis.
I think Julie just found that the COVID rules work for her, and so I think from now on, that's how it's going to be.
It is how it's going to be. I think she loves it. I think she walks around with like a 6-foot ruler. Anytime someone gets close to her, she's like, get back. Back. 6 feet. 6 feet away. Don't touch me. Heard about your bed sheets.
I just wanted a hug. She's like, back. And the woman, I'm your mother. I just want a hug. I just want to hug you, Jules.
Just want to hug you, Jules. Yeah. I can't. I could not with that. I thought it was so funny the way that Julie was dragging him and then going right into these Travis DRs where he's calling Frenchie Mr. French. Okay. Doesn't like Mr. go with the last name? So it would be like Mr. whatever Frenchie's last name is? Or is his last name Frenchie?
Well, I didn't know if maybe Travis was a little English because I was thinking like Mr. Bean. Like, I didn't understand. Like I said,
okay,
Travis
French is his last name.
Right. Okay. So, yeah. So, like I said, I just haven't really felt Travis was very connected to this game at all. He talked about being in alliances and then Frenchie not keeping his word. And then it's just like, this is a big old mess. But I think instead of saying, okay, this is a big old mess, now I need to start working over here. You know what I mean? Maybe start watching the house and watching what our girl Tiffany's doing. Okay. Like, you step back and get some pointers. Don't just step back and take a nap. You know what I mean? So
I mean, we can't be too hard on Travis. I see Courtney in chat saying Travis was a recruit. Yeah, I mean, we can't be that hard on Travis. He doesn't know the game. All he knows is what, they specifically told him to watch in Sequester, which apparently was something about white guys with abs going first. What does that even mean? No, they don't.
I have no
idea. It's the opposite of what happens.
Well, I think when they're casting Big Brother, I would assume, I'm not a casting director, but I would assume if you're casting a show and a social show like this, a reality show, they think, okay, even though you're a recruit and you haven't seen it, but you're social, right? Your job is social. You have to figure out people's vibes. You're selling stuff. You got to run meetings. Everything's virtual, so it's a little harder. So you got to get those other skills out that you would assume that person would possibly bring into the house, right? Maybe Travis has been quarantined for so long on the island that he's not used to actually having to put those skills to use with actual people in front of him. I don't know.
I just feel like we know how he got cast. I feel like there was a conversation where someone said to him, well, Travis, you have to take your shirt off and oil up your body and rub against me if you want to be put on the show. It's what all the white guys with abs do to get cast.
I could not figure out why he got cast. I mean, you have had the whole thing about the, photographing old and everything. And until I saw the striptease, now I understand why he got cast and why I like him so much.
Okay, so since you brought it up, now, I'm not saying that I'm old, John. I'm not necessarily saying that you're old. Now, some people might have looked at this and been like, wowie, wowie, he is so hot. Look at this. Ooh, I wish I was Kylan. Da-da-da-da-da. All I was thinking was, God, I wish I could bend my back. God, I wish my back didn't bend and it be in pain. That must be amazing to put your body into that position. I think that would cause me a good 3-day layup.
I could do that if properly motivated, but I was just like nipple, little star. Do you know what I mean? Like if I was Kylan, I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. I was just like, oh my gosh, I can do that. I've put myself in different positions before. So you know what they say.
I kind of really wanted to call this show what the Frenchie, but now I think I might call it Nipple Little Star. I can't decide anymore.
I like what the Frenchie too.
What the Frenchie. What the French. And if they don't change what the bleep this season to what the Frenchie, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Tiffany talking about changing the F-bomb to F the Frenchie. Oh my gosh, I thought was so funny and so brilliant. Could this girl get any better? Like every episode, she gets better and better and better, and I love her more and more.
I was like, what? I thought it was brilliant. What the Frenchie, French you. I Frenched up.
Right.
Totally Frenched up.
I'm so Frenched up right now.
You're so Frenching annoying. I want to go out and get French tonight.
I just want a one-night French.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah. No, I think it's great. I'm putting it into my, I'm gonna use it while the baby season is happening. I'm gonna add it into all of my daily conversations.
I just like when anything French gets used negative. Maximus' mom has really created a disdain for me for things French. And so now when anything French is used negatively, it warms the cockles of my heart.
See, I love Maximus' mom. And to me, she's just as warm as a French baguette. Just, I want to hold her. I want to smell.
I got a feeling she'll be joining us on one of these shows at some point this season, so I'll let people decide for themselves. I mean, she is picked up by all of the magazines, during the Big Brother season, so she's an aficionado of nothing, but for some reason, She's conning them all.
No, her comments and everything are spot on. I
She's
love
on the
her.
pulse. She is on the pulse. We gotta find out the most about nothing and have her on here. So no, I loved it. Tiffany proves to be the queen of all things, episode after episode. I don't even want to joke about this because I don't want to put it into the atmosphere, but let me tell you, salt over my shoulder, knocking on my face and wood. God forbid Tiffany leaves this show. We're going to have some deep-seated mourning episode. There's going to be candles. There's going to be veils. I'm changing the whole thing to be just a morning episode of darkness if we lose the bright light of this game that is Tiffany.
No, and I love Tiffany's reaction when, Frenchie just thinks he is just the king of kings. And it's like, okay, I've formed the slaughterhouse. Now I need to take care of the other side so that I know that I'm safe. And I'm going to talk to the girl. And I'm going to form an all-girls alliance. And the girls are like, but you're a boy.
I'm gonna form me a girls' alliance because I need all the girls to be on my side. First, I got the boys with the slaughterhouse, slaughterhouse, because that's like meat, and we got sausages in between our legs. So that's why we're slaughterhouse. And then I'm gonna form them with the girls. They're like tacos to our sausages. And then I'm protected on both food groups. Okay, does that make sense? Good.
I mean, I love Tiffany's reaction with he's not a girl. Claire had the same reaction. Ozza had the same reaction. I think Frenchie just really thinks he is just never played a better game.
Well, here's the thing, that Frenchie is unaware of this undercurrent, because what they have not shown yet, and maybe they will show this now on the next episode, Kylan and Brittany have gotten together on the feeds. Brittany told Kylan about Frenchie's girl alliance, and Kylan told Brittany about the slaughterhouse. So Brittany is well aware that his all-girl alliance is full of shit and knows about his slaughterhouse deal, and now Kylan knows about his the all-girl alliance as well. So this information will start running through that. I'm sorry, Sarah Beth. I said Brittany, I meant Sarah Beth.
Kylan got together with Sarah Beth?
Yes. I'm sorry. I always get Brittany and Sarah Beth confused.
What do you mean got together?
Talked about it, like they told each other everything.
Oh, I thought like they were making out in bed and got together and then went, oh, by the way, like a little pillow talk.
No, like they met secretly in one of the bedrooms, and they were like, Kylan was like, look, Frenchie formed the slaughterhouse. These are the people that's in it.
But what brought him? Did he just like across the house? Sarah Beth.
Well, no, they've been working together since day one. They trust each other a lot. So that information is going to start coming out.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
And hopefully this week, Kylan, don't let me down.
Oh, why am I rooting against it? I don't want to dress in drag. So come on, Frenchie, fix this.
I don't want Frenchie to go. To be very clear, my ideal scenario this week is a Frenchie Brent on the block. Frenchie spirals out of control and creates chaos all week, but then ultimately douchey Brent goes.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm good with Frenchie remaining in the game for drama.
So, so we were talking about Tiffany. Tiffany is talking with Travis and the girls. The girls are like, listen, you're better for our game. We want to keep you here. That just really didn't materialize. I don't know why we had to see it on the episode if there was just really nothing to it.
I mean, because they can't show everything, and I think the point of these edits early in are just to form the building blocks. I mean, obviously, we, even learned that Travis tried to blow up Mr. French's game. And when he says Mr. French now, is he actually saying, like, Mr. Fuck? Or does he literally mean Mr. French?
I think he means Mr. French. I don't know if he got the F-bomb notification soon enough. And it's like Mr. French, Mr. Peanut. Like, what do you mean? Why Mr. French? Like Mr. Peanut, Mr.
Well, he has a business degree, so he was taught to respect people by calling them by their proper name,
right?
Their legal name.
But I think, we saw some of that business degree come in handy because I really liked the pitch that he did with Mr. Frenchie and Brent. I think what he said and his side was it was compelling. It made, well, anything makes Frenchie think, because, you can change his mind by just turning off the lights really quick. But Brent, also too was like, oh my gosh, he could be a shield. Now it just seems like every season, we see these types of pitches. No one ever goes for them. Why not have that shield? You know what I mean? Like, why do they always let that shield go, that meat shield?
I mean, in this case, I think Frenchie is trying to do the most damage control. He clearly went after Alyssa and Christian right off the bat. Mm-hmm. If he were to now back off of getting out Travis, refocus to Alyssa, he's now starting a war again with Christian, who they are now in the slaughterhouse. He's just he would be creating too much for him to defend, in my opinion, if he was to switch the target at this point. I think he probably would rather Alyssa out over Travis. I think he
so
does
too.
He would, but can't.
And and it's reminded me that he's got a final 2 with Christian, so he can't really touch Alyssa. Alyssa's in the slaughterhouse, so we got to keep that fake alliance moving. So totally makes sense. But yeah, I would just love to be like, you know what, you made a good argument, and I accept it.
Well, he did. He pitched last night on the feeds. We saw a little bit of that, and then it went on more. And Frenchie did his whole, like, when he was secretly talking to Frenchie late last night, Frenchie was like, well, here's who you got to talk to. You got to talk to the people on your team. And then he's like, I already have the people on my team. They're already voting for me. Well, other than that, let me tell you who you needs to get. Yeah, I know who I need. And God bless Travis, because he just wants to be like, you're a functioning moron. He's like, it's coming down to you, Frenchie. Wherever you tell the people to vote what they're going to do. It's not up to me now.
But here's what you need to do. You need to talk to Alyssa, see if she'll just self-evict.
You know what? You gotta see if she'll just walk out the door herself.
Just see if she'll herself.
No, I got it. When you're going up there to give your speech tomorrow, show some nipple. It always works for me when people show me nipple.
Nipple, little star.
I pledge allegiance.
I got 2.
Is it cold in here?
Boy, baby, sure got that AC turned up.
I cannot with him. But again, I really don't care. I like Travis. I think he is the least problematic of the bro dudes. Right up until the point again where he was like, white guys with abs go first. I was like, oh, I was so on your side till you threw that out. But he's the least problematic of the guys in that house that are his archetype. So the Christian, the Brent, the Frenchie. So like, he's the least problematic of them. It's sad to see him go, but at the end of the day, I'd rather not a recruit.
Do you think him saying, okay, Frenchie saying, well, my master plan, had some hiccups, but it finally worked and I got out of Matehead. So everything went according to plan. Do you think Kim getting Travis out is good on his resume?
Well, we all know you didn't have a plan. We all know your plan was that of a meth head spiraling out of control during a bender. I'm gonna target you, and now you. I don't care. It's my idea. Like, I don't know. You didn't have a plan. You just randomly. I don't like meatheads. I don't like showmances. I don't like people with weird nipples. I don't like people that have more hair than me. I don't like people with less tattoos. I don't like anybody. That's why I nominated.
Speaking of weird and bizarre, let's talk about Alyssa and Travis's, speech to the house to stay.
Okay. First of all, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Alyssa, guys, here I really want you to, keep me. My anxiety's been really high this last week, and it's my birthday. Is that really? Is that the speech we want? Do we really want to know? Oh, great, you have high anxiety. Yeah, we're going to keep you around because we need extra things to do to keep you calm.
You left out my favorite part of the Alyssa speech, which is where she started it by going, "Hi, first I would like to say hello to Peter, Paul, Mary, Steve, Alyssa, Jordan, Kyle, Anthony, Frankie, Donna, Louise, Courtney, Mary Beth, Susan, who I went to high school with, my bestest friend in the whole wide world, Michael. Gotta give a shout out to Peter, Billy, Joey, the old school gang from the gym. I'd also, Jesus Christ, shut up." She rambled off 90 names. And then she was like, "And I'll still respect whatever you all do." Why would you?
Why would you? Why
My
would
speech.
You talk about your anxiety? Why would you be like, but it's my birthday in case you want to have another party?
First of all, I'll tell you, and for those of you that are not watching the live feeds, here's why she needs to go. She's another, I'm not here for the girls need to go, I'm a guy's girl. Yeah. She has very much, over the past few days on the live feeds, become very much, I want to go after the girls. I just get along better with guys. I want to flirt with the guys. I want to be with the guys. I'm anti-girls. I don't want to work with the girl. So now Alyssa has really gone for me. And aside from that, like I said, I don't understand that I'll respect your vote. If I was ever up there, I would be like, I don't respect your vote. I actually think you're morons for not voting for me. It's going to ruin your game. And if it was possible for me to put a curse on all of you, if you voted for me, I would do that right now. As a matter of fact, there you go. You're all cursed. Let me know if you want it removed by voting for the other person. Have a great life or not. It's up to you.
Was voted out instead of hugging everybody. Oh yeah, I'd curse everybody too. I hear you.
That's what I would do. I would literally put a curse on the house.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah. Do that. Be like, I lied. I'm not a whatever she said she was. I practiced the black arts. I practiced the black arts, and you're all fucked. I mean, sorry, you're all French.
And now you all are going to hell with me.
Welcome to French in Hell, everyone. That would be my speech week 1.
Funhouse and hell. Yeah.
I would bring black contacts into the house with me, and then I would just kind of during the commercial break, I would just slip them in, and then I'd be like
I would slip them in during the votes, and I just have my eyes closed like I was praying. Hello, Jesus. And then open them up and they'd just be black.
You're all going to hell.
You're all going to hell.
I knew what you did last summer. It's take some secrets you found out. Use them against these people.
I would Blair Witch the shit out of everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with Travis also giving his speech, do you think him taking off his shirt helped him get those 2 votes for him to stay?
No. Now, we knew about one of these votes from last night. Well, to answer the first part of your question, I didn't hate it, as I tweeted out, and thank you all.
No.
You guys liking and retweeting John's tweets and my tweets during the show are very helpful, so we appreciate that.
You just draw a perfect triangle from the nipples to the belly button. It's just a perfect triangle.
He's honestly, if you put a paper bag over his head, I wouldn't kick him out of bed, but I can't get past the face. Sorry. So here's the thing. Did I hate it? No, I was not against it.
Yeah.
I don't, again, understand the thought. Like, I guess he's trying to be funny, make a name for himself. Okay, great. Yeah. All that. But no, it didn't help. We knew Frenchie went to Tiffany, I believe it was last night, and convinced her to throw a rogue vote so that they could blame it on Derek, X, the other Derek, not Big D. What I don't think, and chat can correct me if I'm wrong, again, as I said, slept through a good part of the feeds today. I was unaware that Derek, Big D Derek, was also throwing a vote. So I don't really understand the thought process of why Big D did it, unless he was unaware of the Tiffany going to do it as well. But you know what I said last show and what I always say, I'm here for a rogue vote. I love throwing in rogue votes to cause drama.
And I love it too. Now, also in the speech, we learned that the stains in his sheets were not him. They were shaving cream of a prank that happened. So is that a great excuse for, let's say,
you do know I was
any male to use? Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, yes, guys. If you ever need an excuse in the future, just say it's shaving cream, whipped cream, whatever you need to say on your bed.
Why are you shaving your bed?
I don't know. I was half kidding at the beginning of this show, but the more I think about it, the way this made no sense, you do know this had to have come from Frenchie. You do know that, an hour before the live show, Frenchie was like, what's probably a great idea for you to do, Travis? I think you should start by taking your shirt off and then tell them that the cum stains in your bed were shaving cream. That'll get people whipped up more than a porcupine licking a cactus leaf over in a hot summer day. And then Travis was probably like,
I'll leave it anyway.
Leave it anyway. Great idea. Might as well.
Yeah, it was the weirdest please to stay that I've seen in a long time in Big Brother history, right?
It is. And, and again, to go back to like the stripping thing, and I know that we talked about this on the other show about like the Kyland and the Xavier, like they're working out together, like, like they're rubbing their bodies on it. Like they were being funny on purpose, but it's so weird to me how I'm great. Like representation on all things is the way that you normalize anything. So it just feels like such a huge jump of like, we went from last season or other seasons of people being borderline homophobic to this season, the straight guys are wearing dresses, rubbing nipples in the other guys' faces, sweaty, working out, rubbing up and down on each other, kissing each other.
It's pride in the Big Brother house.
Derek and Kyland, and I wanted to grab this clip, and maybe I'll use it tomorrow on the live feed update show. They hugged, and this will be my rage thing later in the episode. They hugged each other in the HOH room. I would love to stopwatch to know how long this hug lasted. It was so long that not only could I think about how long the hug was, I was able to like walk into the other room, get a drink, make a sandwich, come back, sit down, and
Walk
they
my
are
dog around the
still
block.
embraced. I was just like, this is look, I love to see straight men that are secure enough in their masculinity
And
to
sexuality, yeah.
and sexuality to not feel threatened. I need some of these in my life.
Well, you have to go outside first.
No, that's not gonna happen. To come here and rub up on me.
Well, you got a big backyard. So we see, of course, you know, Travis was evicted. What a nice exit, right? I mean, was he just the sweetest?
No, but hold on one more second, because I see the chats are asking us. I see Annie, and I did want to mention this too. What was up with Big D shouting out Frenchie's kids? Big D, when he voted, was shouting out all Frenchie's kids.
Was that what he was doing?
That's what he was doing. He was shouting out all of Frenchie's kids.
Oh, because Frenchie wasn't voting, so Frenchie couldn't talk to the camera. Hey, Mom, happy belated birthday. Ozza said, hi, happy belated birthday. Hi, kids. Hi, this. Frenchie's not voting. So Big D was like, hey, to Frenchie's kids. Frenchie says hi.
Big D, why are we doing why are we doing favors for Frenchie?
Because Big D is obviously Frenchie's executive assistant.
It's not jury. You don't have to pander to these people. These are the like goodbye messages where you should just be like, see you later, losers. Don't need your vote. Don't care where you go. Is this thing on? Nope. French you. Bye. That's what I would do.
But no, that's what I got when he was doing. I didn't know whose names they were, but I was like, okay, whatever. But that's kind of what they're doing. I mean, now speaking of some of the goodbye messages, I mean, we see Brent talking about, you're the first victim of the slaughterhouse. I didn't know there's an alliance, and you're the first victim of the slaughterhouse, dude. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing.
He has little tiny baby leg. Here's my thing. Look at him. I wish I could pull up the swimsuit photo.
Like with the little legs, like if you hold him and the little legs would be dangling.
I just call it tree trunk legs. I don't know like how else to explain it, but he has like these little tiny baby calves, and I don't trust people like that. I don't trust people that got the little tiny stumpy legs. When you're a guy, if you're a guy with little stumpy legs, I don't like it. Well, honestly, I'm averted to it.
That's how the Lord made you, so you can't help that. Secondly,
you can get a calf implant.
No, you can work out. So see, what I don't understand is that guys are so consumed with building up their arms and their chest and their shoulders, they forget about the calves. So then you see those baseball pants in the gym or even on the streets, and they got those skinny little calves where it's like the body doesn't match. Like, what's happening? Like, it's Popeye from the waist up and olive oil from the waist down.
Yeah, I don't get it. All I know is once you see it, I don't want to look for it now because I'm going to get distracted. Once you see it, you're not going to be able to unsee it. Just look at how Brent has like basically a normal proportioned upper body, and then and then he has like a normal, what's the top of your leg called? A thigh. But then when it gets to his calf, it's just like this shrunken little baby calf.
Almost like a sock, like a wet sock that's just kind of dangling there.
And I don't know, like, I'm very like, it's weird the things that I have a mental problem with. That fingernails, I can't get past a guy with any sort of a growth of a fingernail. But no,
like the whites?
Like this, like you have to basically have no nail. You basically have to
But
have
like, I
no
have a
nip.
little bit of white, so that's
Disgusting. You would never be allowed to touch my penis.
Oh, darn. I think I'm going to grow drag nails out now, just in case we're ever in the same room again. And I'm drinking.
So, now you know the secret.
Speaking of sweet and romantic,
Yes.
Derek X talking about the showmance that never was with Travis. They kind of had a final two, didn't they? Yes, they had a final two, or whatever you want to call it, the bromance. Bromance never really happened. I was shocked that Derek X voted for Travis. You know, I mean, but I guess he's kind of trying to stay off key, trying to vote with the House. What were your thoughts about him voting?
Here's where Eric was angry on this episode. If there was anything that I had to be angry about, Derek X's goodbye message to Travis. What a heaping load of bullshit. For him to be like, Travis, you're my best friend in this house. Go fuck yourself if that's what friendship means to you. You 100% knew that by you using that POV, your then, I guess, best friend was going to go on the block and be voted out. So you can take your sentiments of best friendship, wrap them up in a nice little box, and French them right up your asshole. Oh, it is so ridiculous. I just stop. Like, I cannot stand when the people do the fake bullshit in the show of like, we're best friends. No, you're not. You're not best friends. You're stabbing each other in the back. And I cannot stand anything worse than the person that cries like, my best friend, and then plays the victim. Oh my God, I know everyone's loving Derek X. No, not me. All I had to see was him throw out the best friend card, stab his best friend in the back, and then try and play victim. That shit I can't fucking stand. So, nope.
Do you think
Derek.
that when Travis watches some of these episodes back, he's going to be like, what? Buddy.
Yeah.
Do you
Derek,
think it'll do you think it'll even phase him? I mean, do you think they'll
No, I don't think he cares. I don't think Travis knows this show enough to know the opportunity he just lost.
Right.
If for nothing else, to grab your quick, easy 100 and something thousand Instagram followers so you can make $5,000 a post. Mm-hmm. I get it. I used to not understand why people wanted to go on this show to become Instagram famous. Then I found out that these people get $5,000 a fucking Instagram post, and now I get it. Go on that show, get your 100,000 followers, and make your $5,000 a post. You'd be a moron not to. So clearly Travis is unaware of that little tidbit, and get verified on all your accounts because you were on the show. I mean, there's a lot of goodness that can come out of it. So I don't think he was smart enough to understand all that he lost. So I think he will be okay. But I also think that, I don't know, so many people are loving Derek X and like want him to go far. And I understand what the counter argument.
I've seen it on Twitter. Yeah.
I know the counter argument to what I'm saying. People are going to be like, Eric, what did you want him to do? Use it. And now he's the target of the whole house. He's going to be the target of the house regardless, as we're all already aware. He well knows that Brent is not in with him. He's aware of the different alliances that he's not a part of. So 100%, French that house up. French the house all up. Don't use the POV. But again, he is a recruit and does not understand the game. It very much seemed to me Derek X believed he had to do what Frenchie told him to do, which is a load of shit.
Well, according to the Alliance graph that you showed, and who did that graph again? Just so
89 Razor Skate on Twitter.
Yes, which is an amazing graph. And if you look at that graph that they put together, the only alliance Derek X was in was with Travis. So And look what he did with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy, no. That's why I say Travis can go. Travis can 100% go. I do
Well,
feel
Travis
bad.
is gone. What do you mean? You mean Derek X can
I'm
go?
sorry, Derek X.
Okay,
Derek
because
X can.
Travis is gone.
I meant Derek X can go, and I am not that sad that
Right.
Travis is gone. He didn't really fight. Or you know what? I guess I can say that, as Julie told us during that interview, he tried to blow up Frenchie's game while the feeds were down. So,
Yep.
you know, I love a Sunday episode that starts with moments before the HOH. So, you know, we're going to get, you know, his attempt at blowing up Frenchie's game. But if all he's going to end up doing is standing there going, he promised me safety and didn't keep me safe.
Look, a triangle. Look, a triangle.
But he did say to show my nipples. And you guys seem to respond
to
that.
Nipple, little star. No, I think I'm going to give Travis a little bit more than that, because I think with the way he did his kind of compelling argument with Frenchie and Brent, I think when he realized that wasn't going well, I think that's when he tried to blow up the game. And I am so excited to see that and hear that. And I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be real good.
I think it's going to be good. I cannot wait to have Travis to come on here and talk to us. Do we make him wear a shirt?
No.
Okay. Are you going to tell him your twinkle, nipple, little star reference? Okay. I feel like he would put...
when it comes to that stuff.
All right, we'll see what happens. I see all the chats want... I see the chat say no shirt, we want no shirt. All right, no shirt it is.
Absolutely.
So what did we think of oh no, wait, I'm not done about the stains on the sheet thing. I have one more comment I need to make on this.
I can see that on your notes.
If Julie, you understand that every single season something happens which impacts the future seasons. Like after 21, you know, All Stars, and clearly this season got a big talking to about, you know, racism and what you are showing on the, and like every single time I know the cast get a talking to based on the things that have happened on the previous season. So I'm pretty sure going forward, there will now be like somebody is in that office right now going, God damn, we got to add to this list. Please do not joke about having your semen on the sheets at prime time while talking to Julie Chen. Advertisers are not happy. Send.
Again, I mean, did any of that come up even in the feeds or anything? Because I don't remember seeing anything. Not that I'm on them 24/7, but none of it came. That's why I was so shocked. Like, okay, just everybody knows, dude. It was all the
like, and here's the thing.
I never saw a tweet. I never saw it on the feeds. I never.
No. But here's even the worst thing. Do we go to him for business advice? Like, you are claiming to be this business for professional. This is your last moment on prime time television, one of the top rated summer shows. There are advertisers that you should be aware of paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to advertise and get 30 seconds. You've just been given 30 seconds and are this business professional who now is out and has to go back and make a living. And what you did was go, come on my sheets, guys. And here's my nipples. So I don't know that he's someone that I would want to go into business with, but that's just me. I'd want to go into bed with him, but not business.
And that's a different type of business. But yeah, I mean, I think when we saw him wrapping up his meeting in the back on his tailgate in the opening videos, I mean, it was just like, okay, what kind of, you know, executive are you type of thing? Do you know what I mean? And so, no, I totally agree. I thought it was something that I missed that I thought had to be cleared up, that it was a joke.
No.
I was looking through highlights on Paramount Plus. I didn't see anything. I was looking through Twitter. I was scrolling, nothing. So, yeah, that is just absolutely bizarre. So it's shirtless, nipples, and semen is how he left.
That was how Travis, the business marketing CEO of a thing, left his.
Maybe he's the CEO of his fans only page.
Yeah, OnlyFans,
OnlyFans.
Grandpa. It's OnlyFans. We've been over this.
I should have it up.
I feel like that was too easy. Too easy. Too easy. I'll let that one go. Too easy.
All right, so the HOH competition, pool sharks.
Mm-hmm.
We like this competition. Hit the ball in the shark's mouth, but you got to pick a number first. Then you got to stand at that number, and with your little stick, you have to get it into the shark's mouth. They're going to start at 15, ends at 28. The smallest number is the easiest shot. You can't bank any shots at all. And, there were some technical difficulties.
Okay, so for starters, with the technical difficulties, and all I can think about...
And you're familiar with those.
If anybody ever complains about anything that happens on this show again, I'm one person co-hosting while dealing with all the technical. So if anybody complains about the green screen didn't look good, these people got 97,000 people working on this show, and they have technical difficulties.
John's blurrier than Eric on this show. Okay.
Oh my Lord. So anyway, I don't understand why when they came back and the whole thing was whoever gets the hardest shot in wins, right? You know that you are rapidly running out of time. Why didn't you just go backwards? Start with the hardest shot. If that person gets it in, it's irrelevant what anyone else did. Now, it ended up being fine. They were able to go through everyone.
Give everybody a chance?
No, you don't, because the hardest one wins. So if the harder one than an easier one gets it in, then it doesn't matter what the easier people do.
But then doesn't everybody need to have a chance to win?
No, you can't win. My position was a harder position to get it in.
Right, and so if we start with yours, then it doesn't give anybody a chance.
But they don't need a chance, because even if they got it in, they lose. They're at a lower number. But I'm just saying to save time. Sure, I was just trying to help them solve their time crunch.
To not give everyone a chance and a little bit of spotlight on a live show.
Well, let me tell you. When Brent was holding that position, I was like, please no.
Please, for the love.
Please no.
I was getting all my black arts out.
I was just like, why? Can I say that I broke my face and that I can't start the live feed update shows tomorrow?
The bear claw out.
I was full on prepared to, if Brent would have won. Brent would have won.
Part of my hair, I was going to put in a candle.
I was literally going to have Hubs dress up as a burglar and kidnap me at the end of this show, and then have you be like, sorry, there can't be any live feed update shows this week. Eric's apparently been kidnapped. Because if I was going to have to deal with him after coming off of a Frenchie week, oh, Lord, no, please don't do that to me.
I was just dying, and there we were watching, what was it, Sarah Beth was 27. She got really close. Remember I was saying last night, who do I want? I want a Sarah Beth, I want a Claire, I want a Tiffany, someone else.
She would have put up Frenchie, so I really wanted a Sarah Beth, but okay, so go ahead.
No, so I mean, when Kai gets it on 24,
and Julie was like, that was really fast and hard, and you slipped it right in, Kylan.
really slipped it in fast and hard.
It was really
Boy,
fast and
sure
really
did.
fast and hard, Kylan.
Just a good
I was
hugger.
like, Julie. She like paused. So she touched her nipple little star. So like I was just like, whoa, Julie, like watch that back. Which like that was really
no, and I
and
loved
hard,
Frenchie's face. They did that kind of that close up towards the end, where Frenchie was just kind of like still had the key around his neck. It's like you got to give the key up. Like take it off. He hadn't done it yet. There was no everybody's congratulating Kylan, and Frenchie's just standing there and doesn't want to take it off. Oh my gosh. So the guy who was safe, he ends up putting up, tries to spin it that, you're just part of the plan, but you're not really the target. You went back on your word already. Then what do you think Frenchie's going to say? Listen, I'm the one that talked to Derek X. I'm the one that said, you know what? Get him off the block. We need a bigger target, which was Travis. We need to get rid of these meatheads. Do you think that's the argument that Frenchie's going to try to spin now with Kylan before nominations?
I don't give a shit what Frenchie tries to do. If Kylan does not say to Frenchie, well, I had to nominate you because I needed you by my side to fight with me in the POV so that you can win a special power. You don't have a problem with that, right, Frenchie? That is what Kylan should do. It should be super duper easy. And you're aware of the Girl Alliance now, Kylan. So please do not let me down. You need to go after Frenchie. And I hope you play it sarcastic. I hope that you torture him the way he tortured you. I hope that you are condescending. I hope you cut him off on every sentence he says. Oh, go after him, Kylan.
He's not. He's too nice and sweet, which is why we love Kylan. Frenchie's going to be like, Derek X, come over here because you're part of the gang now. Tell him, I told you I wanted you to take Kylan off the block. See, Kylan? So I did you a solid. Don't put me on the block and return the favor.
I hope that Kylan is hanging out in his HOH room by himself.
But you're not really answering my question.
This is me answering your question. There's a little knock at the door.
I don't know how I can rephrase this again. Now I know how Whoopi feels on The View. So
there's a little knock on the door, and I hope that Frenchie goes, hi, Kylan, can I come in right now? And then he opens the door and says, hi, Kylan. And then I hope Kylan's next sentence is, why are you threatening me? He's threatening me. He's threatening me. I need him out of here. He's threatening me. He's popping off on me right now and threatening me. I'm going to need everyone to come in here and protect me. I'm sorry, John, I was reading. I asked chat if they had questions for us, which is what I was reading. So I wasn't really processing your question. Go ahead.
I asked it twice. It's fine.
No, you ask it. I'm here for you now.
Let me rephrase this for the third time.
Yeah, we're ready. And everyone's going to answer it in the comments, too.
Yes,
we're going to tweet at John with our answers to this. Comedy Jonah. Go ahead.
Do you think that because, Frenchie, of course, is in danger. We saw his worried face. Do you think he's going to use the fact that Derek X took him off the block using the veto, say, because of me, that's why Derek X did that. So now you owe me. Don't put me on the block this week.
Yes, I think that Frenchie will implement that. I think Frenchie will implement anything. I don't think anything is off the table with... Here's what confused me. You said it in a normal voice. Had you been like, do you think that Frenchie's going to be like, I kept you safe and I didn't keep him on the table. It was like a slipper of nipple in whipped cream when it slides across the floor. And then I saved it and I picked it all up and then I gobbled it in my glass. If you would have said it like that, I would have understood what you were saying.
I can't compete with your Leslie Jordan. I can't. But I was just, trying to bring a little civility into, the show and asking questions and stuff. And
he's going to try everything, John. He is
Yeah.
going to try everything. And that's why
And I want to know from everybody watching, do we think if he tries that, will it work against Kylan? Kylan's so sweet. We don't know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the majority of chat right off the bat has agreed with you. Yes, they think he's going to try it. It seems mixed whether Kylan will go for it or not. At the end of the day, I feel like, as I said on the last show, and you say also, Kylan is too good of a person. I don't think he has the ability to be petty. There's nothing I want more, and this has always been my dream if I ever played Big Brother and was in the brilliant scenario that Kylan is in right now. All I would want to do is just repeat the same words back to the person that they used on me. So I would not have a conversation with Frenchie. I would literally just stand up and go, my first nomination is Frenchie. Because I would like you by my side in the POV. No one is more deserving than you to win any power that would come out of it. I have your back. You can trust me. My next nominee is...
Yeah. Who should his next nominee be?
Brent.
And because of I also too.
Because she got weird caps.
I also too had a dream of catching a big fish, just like Frenchie did. So.
Yeah, I see people saying, are the numbers, maybe 420 in chat says, are the numbers even out there to get Frenchie out? It goes back and forth. It really is. I believe, no. Right now, are the numbers there? I don't think so. However, all I think it would take is the HOH and some of the key players in the game to get on board. And I think it would be real easy to make happen. We know Christian feels threatened. We know Alyssa would get on board with that. Kylan should. I think Xavier should. There's a lot of people. Sue Beth, Mary Beth. What's my voice like? That one should get on board. All of those people. There's a lot of people who I think it could happen. And make it happen. Gonna make it happen. I like drinking on these shows. Fuck it all. French it all. Let's drink on all the shows. Drink drunk all the time now. What was that? What did you say? What did you say, Sean? What did you say? What is you talking about? Who do you want? Who do you think Kylan should nominate is a question you're getting from a lot of people.
I agree. I mean, I think it should be Frenchie, and I would love to see Frenchie on the block and see how he kind of squirms into that. And of course, Brent as well, because, I think Kylan's going to be nice enough to be like, listen, I'm giving you guys a chance to win the veto and win the other comp and get some power and save your team and blah, blah, blah. So I think he's going to do that. I can't really see who else Kylan should put on the block.
No,
you know what I mean?
Should be,
so,
it should be those two. I see over on YouTube, Jules is saying he isn't in power, so now they will stop viewing him the way they did with any authority, and I hope they start to see him for what he is. No more blinders. I see Julia says Hannah would also want Frenchie out. Crystal over on YouTube saying, I can see Frenchie saying he should be safe because Kylan was only a pawn for the big fish, and that could definitely work out. So, I mean, there are a lot of people that see it, that are seeing it both ways, honestly.
I think it's going to be a really good, interesting week. Oh, this season's really good.
Michelle G over on Twitch says, how did they puck the numbers? I think she means, how did they pick the numbers? Well, Julie explained it before they went to commercial. They did random draw for who gets to pick their spot first. And then it went down the order. And if somebody was in the spot that you wanted, then you can't have it. That was easy.
Right, but I think she's saying with the technical difficulties, they couldn't enter it on the little keypad. So how did they pick people's numbers?
I'm going to assume it just went in the order that they were at the podiums, right? Probably.
I would think that would be the easiest thing to do, right? So 15, 28, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that they're ever gonna tell us. Screezy over on Twitter says your guys' impressions are hilarious. I see Janice Gilroy over on Facebook saying, oh my god, obsessed with this show. So we are glad that you guys are all loving it, and I'm trying to, there's just so many comments across all these things. I'm trying to keep up with all of them. What about the wild card comp? I see Courtney asking, and that's a good point. Frenchie now, correct, has the ability to play in the wild card comp. So even
and spin the wheel and save either his entire team or someone on his team.
Right, which is why I hate these stupid twists.
I love them.
Are you gonna? Well, I'm very torn. Again, I don't, as much as I can't stand Frenchie, I want them to, did you hear Julie say about switching teams? No. Did Julie say something about switching teams at the end?
No, for a second, I thought you were switching teams. I was like, what? Is this really the appropriate time?
Wait, she did? I didn't hear her say that. I thought it was the thing that we were talking about where we don't know what the prize, like, in other words, remember how we talked about, I think it was the show with Brent, like, it doesn't have to be save the correct amount of people. They can change up.
It could be, it could be a reward comp. It could be, if your team's on slop, you can unslop somebody. Who knows, right?
Right. So we don't know that they have to spin the wheel this week, but I don't know. We were all clearly, I see so much of chat is saying they didn't see Julie say anything about switching teams.
I didn't hear it either.
I wonder if we were all watching in the same place that cut off before we missed that tidbit. So Maximus' mom heard it, which makes me think it's not correct.
Or how do you say switching teams in French? Maybe she heard that.
You probably just have to sound angry and spit a lot.
Leave my friend alone.
I don't know. And don't wear deodorant where you say it. Julie said the wild card winner has to switch teams to be safe. So here's the deal, everyone. Ready? So here's how we're gonna decode this now.
And how does that happen?
No, here's what that means. Production is pissed that all of the teams are playing nice with each other. They don't like that the teams are playing nice with each other. They want to interject some chaos. So what a better way to interject chaos is to forcibly remove one person from a team and switch them with someone from another team.
Oh, that's going to be really good. So let's say Frenchie plays and Frenchie wins and spins the wheel. So instead of numbers, is it going to be the teams' names?
Oh, look at you. So the wheel will be team names of where he has to move to.
So he doesn't get to pick, the wheel picks.
Which is calibrated to always land where they want it. John sending it, says chat. And he has to switch with the person oh, good point. So maybe he gets to pick the person he switches with, and then that person is also safe?
Well, it depends. I mean, if you're a team captain, do you switch with the captain? If you're just a team member, then you can pick any team member from that other team. I mean, how is that going to work? Why would a captain then just want to be a regular team member? So lots to unpack with this one.
Well, that is clearly why you guys are going to want to make sure that you turn into my live feed update show, because this is the little minutia things that we will be getting in tomorrow. Whatever happens tonight, overnight on the live feeds, tomorrow, I will be live this whole weekend whenever the feeds go down for nominations, wild card, POV. Those are the times when I go live and talk to all of you about everything that's been going on the live feeds, and we usually have clips and fun stuff, so I hope that you guys will join us for that. Of course, John, you and I will be back here live this Sunday, where we will have a guest. Yes. I'll even tell you, I think it's going to be Caitlin Herman on Sunday. 6-piece puzzle herself.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
But if not, then she's definitely joining us. She's joining us within this week. One of the 3 shows coming up, we have Caitlin locked in for. So that should definitely be fun. Of course, as John and I have said, if you guys are new around here, make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe wherever you guys are watching. Thumbs up, hit that bell on YouTube. Make sure that you guys comment below. Those are all great ways to help support the show, as is, of course, sharing it. You guys are our best word of mouth, so if you enjoyed this show, tell a friend, tell a family member, tell a Facebook group. You guys coming in here and supporting us, we really appreciate it, of course. Shout out to you now. I see Golden Hermit, EVOO, yeah. David Thielen. Those are our top friends and in You Now tonight. So we thank you guys for your support. You guys keep the shows going, and we really, really appreciate you guys. John,
if not, I'm coming after you.
100%. John, where can people find you on social media?
Find me everywhere, Comedy Jonah.
I am very excited for that. This weekend, I'm hearing that all the content, as moments before this show, I hand to God, I'm not making it up, I got the email that all of our content from the old Reality Recaps website is all being migrated to the new website, which means
it has legal problems.
I don't know. I can't deal with these such technical things, my fragile little brain. So by this, I'm fingers crossed, by this weekend, the baby 23 pages will be up on the Reality Recaps website, which means you can see where you guys are landing in the trash draft. And then once that is up, I can start uploading the podcast version for these shows as well. So those of you who are looking for the podcast versions, those should now start to be ready this weekend. And John, guess what? Next week, we're going to start having the polls and all the stuff on these shows that the people can interact with live while they're watching.
So excited. I love a good polls. I love all the polls. I love being on a poll. Yeah.
I hope that Travis ends up swinging around one real soon, and I'll bring my dollars. So we love all of you. I know you guys are eager to go get to the live feeds and see what is going on. So you guys go check those out. I'll see you guys live later tonight on Twitch if you like watching people play games. John, and I'll see you tomorrow for the live feed update show.
Oh, absolutely.
We love all of you. We'll see you guys all later tonight or tomorrow. Bye for now, everybody. Bye, friends.